Last year, these crazy guys from Canada, that's Derek Axon, which is awesome. He did intercropping and did all this stuff with flax and chickpeas and all that. And we tried it and it worked really good, except that was about the same time India put the tariffs on the chickpeas. So when you planted them, the prices were really good and life was good. And by that fall, the chickpea market tanked. So last year we did 200 acres of flax and chickpeas and about 200 acres of mustard and yellow peas. We didn't do any of the chickpeas this year just for market reasons. But I did take all my mustard acres, which was about 500 acres, and put yellow peas under all of those, and about 500 acres of barley, and put yellow peas under those. My goal was to have 1 pea per square foot.
Okay.
And I overshot a little bit, and I had more like 2 peas per square foot. But it wasn't a big deal. The yields were the same. My test weight and protein and stuff for like making malt quality was right there where it needed to be. It was actually better where I put the peas than where it wasn't.
So you had malt barley, monocrop, and then malt barley with the peas, and the malt barley with the peas test weight was better, right?
It was better.
We've seen that too. And the malting quality, we did a barley and pea intercrop last year as well. And it was awesome. It was a dry year last year. And where we had that made malt, and then right next to it where we didn't, the protein was too high. And so it was weird because you'd think the protein would have been spiked where the peas were, but that wasn't the case.
So yeah, when you get in this situation, it turns out way different than you think it does. Like with the malt quality stuff, there wasn't enough peas there that I had to separate that. We just combined and we just adjusted our combine sieves to shoot the excess peas out the back. And which is awesome because
They
then
volunteered.
Then they volunteered, and now you planted your fall cover crop at the same time.
We've seen that with our flax and pea intercrop this year.
Yeah.
It looked like a disaster. I planted too high of a population. I had peas on this side, flax on this side, and then about 10 acres of peas and flax. And the peas on this side looked really good and bushy. Flax over here looked really tall and bushy. The intercrop was short and looked stressed. Again, I should have planted a lower population, but then I kind of I harvested the other crops and put that off because I thought there's not going to be anything there. It actually out-yielded the other two by quite a bit, even though it was a little bit shorter.
And okay, just for me, you harvested the flax and left the peas?
No, harvested everything together.
Harvested everything and then separated it in one of those separators?
That's the plan. It's in a tote bag
right
now, or in tote bags, but then I planted to use some of it as cover crop seed for this fall. And yeah, but the pounds per acre were substantially better off the intercrop than either monocrop by themselves. Substantially. It was surprising. I didn't believe the combine. It was pretty cool.
That's amazing. When you're doing the intercrop, you're planting the seeds you're mixing in the seed box, or you're planting different rows?
So if you want to grow both of them for seed, they need their own row. Put them in their own row.
Right.
But if you if you just wanted to be a polyculture and just be an understory, then you can put them in furrow with the other one, and life's good, and they play very well together.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to grow both of them for seed, they need their own row. Everything likes its little bit of space. You'll be a lot happier if you do that way.